My name's Houston and I'm back with another pickup. This time I got these from Poshmark. And these are the recent release of the Raging Bulls. I think at the 2021. I think they came out maybe 8 months ago. And I picked these up pretty cheap. And the reason is they're kind of beat up. You can see in the suede it's really faded, and I already ran these through the washer because they smelled really bad. And I got them cleaned up. I reset the nap on the suede so it's soft again. But you can see they're extremely faded. There was a lot of bleeding, color bleeding, the dye. So they're really faded, so I'm going to go ahead and restore these because I don't have a pair of these myself until I pick these up. They do come with the laces. Let me show you here. There's one of them here. There's nothing wrong with this one here. But on the other one, the lace tips are messed up. You can see this one is missing. It's missing the tip. And on this one, the other side, it's pretty broken. And I went ahead and got some replacement lace tip repair. It's a little repair kit. They're like little pieces of plastic you put over the missing tip and use you can use a hair dryer or a heat gun and it'll shrink the plastic and it'll look just like new. I also went ahead and got the red Angelus dye, and this is the one made for suede. It's not the leather one, because you want to have the one that's made for suede so it doesn't come out rough or anything. You can easily reset the nap with that one. So with these, you can see there's a little bit of damage to the paint there, so I'm gonna have to touch that up. There's some stuff to remove there, but there's no separation or anything like that. They were just dirty. Yellowing on the bottom. Tongues look good. And they already came with some plastic shoe trees in there. It was kind of hard to see, but they were already in there, so I went ahead and washed them like I said, and I straightened out the toe box. And nothing wrong with the netting. There's no yellowing or anything because, like I said, these were a recent release. There is damage right here. It looks like somebody stepped on it or something because the plastic is bent on the inside. So I'm not sure yet how I'm going to straighten that out. Maybe I'll heat it up with the heat gun or something. And it looks like there's some damage there, but it's in the suede and it's going to be pressed down, so it doesn't really matter. And there was no shoe tree, no insoles in there, so I had some red ones and I went ahead and put them in there. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and re-dye these using the suede dye. And not sure if I ever explained how to use this stuff. And it comes with the applicator, this here. All you do is take this, dip it in there, and then just go like this to the suede. Either in a front motion or a back motion, it don't matter. As long as you don't saturate it, just like dab it and get it all in there. And you can use like a little paintbrush to go along the edges if you want to. So you don't even have to tape any of this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And it didn't come with no lace locks either, so I had to buy them separate. So I got these from Bonanza, the website called Bonanza. The seller's name is Trotter Classic. I think these were like $12, $11.99, $12. So those are good replacements. They're not cheaply made or anything. They're made out of hard plastic. You can't even bend it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm gonna re-dye the suede with this and I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so we're back and I finished the restoration on these. Got all the paint done. We'll start with this one. Since I fixed the shark tooth here, the paint, I repainted it with the red. And I re-dyed the shoe. You can see it's a lot darker, it's not pink anymore. And I went ahead and just used the whole bottle on it. Just so I don't waste anything, so it needed it anyway because it needed multiple coats to finish it. But I went ahead and did it, got the laces redone. Like I said, I bought the lace locks. Let's look at the whole shoe. And like I said, after you dye it, I went back and hit it with the suede brush just to reset the nap and everything on them, so it's back to being soft. And they came out pretty good. So the dyeing the shoe itself is not that hard. It just takes a little patience, and you do have to be careful because any little drop of it gets on anything, it's not coming off. Especially if you're working like on a table or something that gets on there, it's not going to come off no matter what you put on there. And it happened to me. I was doing good up until the last, I say maybe the last coat. I was almost done with it, and I just had a little bit, like a very little light touch up spots. And as I was doing that, the bottle fell and it got all over my hands. It took maybe a week or two to finally get everything off. And it came off my hands, but not on the table and the concrete. It stained it. So just be careful when you're working with the dye. So I'm going to go ahead and put them side by side. And I do like the way they came out there. Get a better look at it. So this is just one of the many projects that I'm going to be working on. I got a lot more stuff to do and a lot more shoes to work on. And I'm just taking them one at a time. I was doing 3 at a time, but I can't do that anymore. I got to do 1 at a time. So this is the first one. First one's down. I got maybe 2 or 3 I'm gonna do, not at the same time, just one right after the other. And after this video, I'm gonna do the next project, but it's not gonna be on the restoration itself. It's gonna be more of what I use to fix the midsoles, and I'll get into that in the next video. But for now, I'm gonna wrap this one up. And I'll go ahead and I'll catch you in the next video.